you're new to the channel, this is a channel where I just talk ideas, thoughts, and basically encourage anybody that watches it. If you want me to talk about anything at all, if you want to hear my ideas about any topic, just let us know in the comments below. So, watched the film Tag recently. It was an okay film. I'll probably do a review on my film channel. But what I got from it, and I looked into it, into the people that inspired the film, and it was men that started a game of tag when they were young, or tag, whatever you may call it. You know, when you chase after and you've got to hit the person, so that person then has to go and hit somebody else, and they carried this on from their childhood into adulthood, even when they're been in their respective jobs and they're going through their careers. And one was a minister, a priest, the other one high end job and stuff like that. So they even played the game while they were burying someone's father. And what it did was it brought people together. It connected these friends, and they kept in contact. And they would do it every year, every month of February. And I just find that very, very uplifting. And especially, I'm a big fan of films like Stand By Me, because it ends with the title, it ends with a saying, more or less, that you never have the same friends you had when you were 12 years old. And that's always stuck by me. And if you were ever brave enough to watch my homemade movies on the channel, you could tell that, everyone grows up different. Everyone grows up and grows apart. And if you're lucky to still have a friend that you had since primary, good on you. And maybe it was through my generation, but no, we all grew distant, and that inspired people. And also, as you know, I made a video about accepting yourself and beings, and how men don't really talk to one another. And I'm getting a lot of work done to the house, and the plasterer came up, and he actually does this thing on Zoom or whatever it is, and he actually gets men to talk. That's the thing. He gets men to talk, and whoever's talking, he must talk away until he is finished and say that thing. And I often said to him, well, that's like me. I've just made a video about that, and I always wear my heart on my sleeve, because I feel if I'm open, it encourages other people to be open too. Because we do live in a society, or you may live in a country, where you've got to be this certain toughness man that doesn't sort of, express their feelings. We women do it all the time. So when we take all of this in perspective, when we put all these things together that's happened, that I've just seen in this last weekend, it's, you could say, is somebody trying to tell me something? Are they trying to tell me what to think, and tell me the way I should be feeling? Because first it was the tag, then it was the plasterer, and I just think, yeah, this is crucial, for people. And I was on at a wee girl's party, and I was telling them about the bad things about the internet. And one person, she said, but the good thing is something like when you talk to somebody now on the phone and you can actually see a video image of them. I said, that may be true, but it's also, they're not there. You're not leaving the house and seeing the person. I never said this to him. I wish I did now. You're not going over and checking if the person's physically okay, because like a photograph, phone calls and video chats and whatnot, they can all betray a lie that we're all happy and we're all okay. We can all hide that. But there nothing beats coming together. And I often say to guys in the work, oh, you look like you need a hug. And most of them will back off, oh no, I'm not a huggy person. Because it's a generation that it's came from. Maybe it's the sex. But I don't know, there's so much power in a hug. And today, and during this weird time, everybody's buying bikes and going out and exercising, and I hear fantastic stories of what you do during this time when you had one restaurant closing down and all he does is spend his time mourning about the virus, with the other restaurant he actually goes with the flow, and he makes his restaurant also into a drive-through, and his business is booming. Well, the other one is shut up, and and he just moans because he can't open his restaurant the way it is, and so one person thrives, one person doesn't. My only idea about that, I mean, yeah, it's take a positive. It's how you handle a situation. But then, how can we handle a situation if our life story, if our backstory has made us the people that don't handle these situations very well, and that we need these people, we need friends to come and make sure that that guy down at the end of the street has the same chance of tonguing, or maybe that guy that had the idea of the drive-through should then drive up and help the fellow businessman see things differently, go up to him and chat to him and says, we can all thrive here. But it's all about money, it's all about competition, and that's society. We like to think that we, through this lockdown, we open our doors and we will see neighbours that we haven't seen before. Even though when I was growing up, everyone knew everybody. People, your gran would say we used to leave the doors open. It was more of a friendship. When we never had money and the hardships were hard. Hardships were hard, of course they were hard, they were hardships. But when the going gets tough, people started to band together. They used to make that effort. They didn't video phone call them. They didn't, they went to their house, and people knew about each other's families and stuff like that. So that's how I can commend somebody, the Lee's group of people playing tag. Because not only did they get together, but their families got involved as well. They got involved in the game. And they all got to know each other. Because of this challenge, and they even drew up law stuff, from solicitors and lawyers, rules, and for all the families to get involved, it just made that friendship just seem wow. So my ideology is and the thing is, if you think about it, these people, these men have not grown up. They're playing a childish game, but who in their right mind should call it a childish game? Who in their right mind says that we have to stop doing things just because we grow older? If these certain things in our lives make us smile, make us do all that sort of stuff, then carry on. And you can tell by the movies that I made when I was younger, I loved doing that. It bonded us together. We made films and we celebrated, and but now that we're old, do you know? So now we're slowly recognising. When I went on my bike, I felt young again, and I felt, am I not a wee bit too old for this? Because it'd been so many years since I'd done it, since I rid a bike. And we should never ever leave, we should never ever lose those feelings, those ideas, and those things that is there to give us happiness. And we should never throw them away just because we get older. And if it makes us go out and play and do things and everything else and stay connected, then yeah. So that was my thoughts and ideas of today. Take from little bits out of it as you will. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you.